Emerson Dameron.
Thanks, Glenn. It's the summer after my sophomore year of college, which was months before 9/11, back when boredom was something that people had to deal with. And I was very bored. All of my friends were out of town. I was lonely. I was restless. I needed to shake things up. So I made a very bad decision. I decided to travel from Athens, Georgia, where I was living at the time, to Portland, Oregon by Greyhound Bus, which takes about a solid week on the routes that I was on because we were making all the stops. And I wanted to see what was going on in the real American heartland, which I will go ahead and tell you is nothing. It's gorgeous until you get to about Louisville, and then there's Chicago, and then there's bombed out gas stations, and that's about it. However, it can be done. You can survive this experience if you have 2 seats on the bus as much as possible. Because you need somewhere to slump and go into hypnagogic sleep states occasionally, which is the best you can do because you will not be able to sleep on the bus. Which will add to the effect of feeling like you're getting an MRI by the time you get past Chicago. And also because you don't want to talk to the other people on the bus, if you can possibly avoid that. So I have a life hack that I'm going to give to you if you're ever in this situation or you're in a situation where you need to repel people. Take a length of green dental floss and wrap one end of it around one of your 2 front teeth and just let it hang there out of your mouth. And people will not sit next to you because that's a wild card. The screaming meth addict is at least a known quantity. You have some, that's predictable. You know sort of what to expect, but the guy with the string hanging out of his mouth is capable of anything. So, and it worked. I got through a number of big square states with 2 seats to myself. And it works up until I get to a town called Rock Springs, Wyoming. And I can tell from the crowd of people at the stop that I'm out of luck. It's going to be a full house. A lot of people are getting on the bus, I guess because a lot of people want to get out of Rock Springs, Wyoming. And so I just grudgingly surrender my seat. And as the bus is rolling out, I notice the person who is sitting next to me, and I notice that she is gorgeous. She's stunning. She's sexy and soulful and has kind of an edge. And I don't have a type, but she's it. And what's really weird about it is that we get along immediately. Her name is Quinn. She's a Rock Springs native who is on her way to Phoenix, Arizona. And we start talking, and it feels like we've known each other forever. And we are curious about each other. She asks me, so why did you decide to ride a Greyhound bus from Athens, Georgia to Portland, Oregon? And I say, I was bored and I wanted an adventure. And she says, I respect that. And I think this person gets me because this is the first encouragement that I've had on this plan since I announced it. And I ask her, so why are you going to Phoenix? And she says, I'm going to, because my ex-boyfriend lives there. I say, okay, congratulations on rekindling that. I wish you the best with that reunion. And she says, no, I'm not going to see him. He is an abusive piece of shit. And I say, well, do you think it's a good idea to go to Phoenix knowing that he's there? And she says, well, I'm not going to see him, but I am going to slash his tires. I think, okay, that's not how I handle conflict, but I appreciate people who have that kind of initiative to set an objective and accomplish what they set out to do. So yeah, I respect that fire in the belly. I can relate to that. And the bus ride goes on, and we are really enjoying each other's company. It's flirty, it's fun, and I'm wondering what the next steps are in a situation like this. Because this is before Facebook, and it's not the kind of thing where we're gonna be pen pals. And realistically, we are not going to fuck in the bathroom of this bus. It does occur to me, but we wouldn't be the only ones. But there's no way to bring it up without sounding tacky. And that window of opportunity closes, and I think let's just enjoy this experience and bond with another person for the limited time that we have together. And it's wonderful. The hours fly by. We get to Salt Lake City, which is where she's getting on her connecting bus to Phoenix, and I'm getting on my connecting bus to Boise. And we say our goodbyes and make this soulful eye contact, and a million different emotions pass between us. And I think this is just one of those experiences that you have to savor it, and then you have to let it go. And she leaves, my bus pulls out, I have my 2 seats once again, so I kind of slump over, and I catch my reflection in the window for the first time in a while that I've seen myself, and I look deranged. I look like someone who's been on a Greyhound bus for a few days. My hair is standing up. My face looks like a mugshot, and I still have that piece of dental floss hanging out of my mouth. Thank you.